Figure it out.
Hello, this is Adam Koralik from Figured Out Productions. The following video is a video of some kind, and I hope you enjoy it.
Hey guys, it's Adam here, and today I got a package. This is going to be exactly what the title says. We're going to be doing an Xbox One X unboxing because, yes, you're not wrong about the date. This is the end of 2018, not 2017 when the console came out, but I haven't had the opportunity to get one until now, and I don't know, I obviously could have just opened it and started using it, but I thought, what the hell, let's just do an old school unboxing, because it's been a little while since I've actually done one. So here we go. Now the deal with this, of course, the console came out last year, as I'm sure a lot of you know, and the console has been retailing for $500 US. I just didn't want to pay that much. I know it's great, but until recently I didn't have a 4K TV, so I just really didn't have enough of a motivation to buy this, you know? But after my buddy Kyle hooked me up with a 4K TV, which again, thank you Kyle for doing that, I was finally more motivated to get an Xbox One X, and but I still didn't really want to pay the full, you know, $500 asking price. But luckily, Microsoft dropped the price of the console for that holiday season this time around. Sorry, I have to. This thing is not coming out nicely. But yeah, they dropped the price of the console from $500 US to $400 US, which was a nice haircut, but still quite not good enough in my opinion. But I got lucky. eBay had a sale going on where they had a coupon code that was 15% off most items and 10% off electronics. So it was 10% off of a $400 asking price because there was an eBay seller matching the Microsoft price, which brought it down another 40 bucks. So it was down to $360. Then this particular seller, while he was selling new units, he was not charging tax or shipping, so it was $360 flat. And on top of that, you earn some eBay bucks, a whopping $4 or so. So either way, yeah, I thought that was a nice little haircut, so I decided to dive in, and this is my Christmas gift to myself, though. So there it is, the 1 terabyte Xbox One X model. Again, I'm sure you guys know all about it. It's an upgraded version of the Xbox One, and you know, 4K capable console, a lot more games supporting that, including high dynamic range, 4K Blu-ray support, all that good stuff. Again, you guys already know all about the console, so let's just go ahead and take a look at it. And I'm just, I'm like genuinely shocked. You know, I was kind of half expecting this thing to show up in like a generic white box and be like an Xbox One S spray painted black or something. But no, it's fully legit. You know, sometimes I really wonder, some of those eBay sellers, like where are they getting their inventory that they can sell it less than retail? But yeah, here it is. The guy had really good feedback, and he's apparently sold like something like 9,000 units. It's like, damn son, obviously a legit seller. So very cool. So what we're gonna do here, once again, Kyle, who provided the box cutter you guys enjoyed there a minute ago. We're going to cut, there's some tape here on the back, so we'll go ahead in with that and just kind of cut the seal. Nice. Okay, and it slides open like that. And inside, we have a number of things. It says Xbox One X, as you can see there, as would be expected. And inside we got some random paperwork information, getting started, information about Xbox Gold. Apparently this comes with a 14-day trial for Xbox Gold, which I don't need, I already have. Then a 1-month free code for Xbox Game Pass, which I probably will not use. I'll probably give that to a friend or something. And then just basic instructions on how to set it up. So that's cool, more value, I guess. Anyway, so inside we also have this thing. This is going to contain a few of our items here. We've got, let's open it up there. And inside we have the HDMI cable, which fortunately I won't really need to use because I will already have one, but maybe I'll swap it out. I've been using a 4K capable HDMI cable already for the Xbox One S for Blu-ray purposes, so I'm sure that'll be just as good. We also have the fortunately, the power cable, which is just the figure 8 style cable. I love this particular type of design of cable. This thing can be used on the Xbox One X, the Xbox One S, the original Xbox, the Sega Saturn, the Sega Dreamcast, the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 3, some of the models, and the first PlayStation 4, the original fat model. So it's just such a great design. But anyway, won't even need it because I already have the wiring set up from the Xbox One S. I'm just going to pop that out, pop in the new setup, and do some updates and stuff, but then I'm pretty much good to go. And of course, it comes with a new controller, which I also won't really be using because my current controller is just fine. But it's nice to have yet another Xbox One controller. This is surprisingly not the rubber gripped type of controller, which is a little weird. The one I have is the rubber grip controller, so that's the one I'm going to continue to use, but it's good, again, to have a spare. And then beyond that, it just comes with some instructions and warranty information, that type of thing. So, oh, and some batteries for the controller, which I also will not be using. But anyway, so that stuff, that's nice, but that's not why we're here. No, 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 no. Right there, take the console out. Box, we'll move the box. I keep my boxes, don't worry. Box will stay in good shape. Take these little rubber feet type of thing off, and then we get to the console itself, which is very nicely wrapped. So we're going to undo that as best we can. And like, there we go. I try to preserve the tape. I don't know why, but I do. Flip it to this side. In case you ever want to like repackage it up for any reason, which I don't have any specific reason to do. But inside we reveal the consoles. We'll take that away. And there it is. There it is. The Xbox One X. Obviously I'll be firing it up here in a minute. Check it all out. It still has this tape thing on it. It's basically information about, you know, don't remove the disc improperly and that kind of thing. I'll take that off as soon as I have the thing up and running and make sure it's all good. But again, you guys have seen this before, but it's nice to actually get to kind of tinker with one of these in person. On the back, it's got power supply, the HDMI out feature, which is obvious. I'm amazed they still use the HDMI input on this thing. On the Xbox One in general. I mean, that was like a big initial selling point, or at least they thought it was gonna be, but it never really amounted to much. The fact that they still have it there, props to them, I guess. Obviously people are using it or it wouldn't still be there. 2 USB 3.0 ports in the back, 1 IR port, a SPDIF port for audio if you want to use it, and an Ethernet port as well. The front contains a single USB port on this side, a binding button, as well as remote IR blaster button and the eject button. Or sorry, that's not an IR blaster button, that's where it would connect. There's the eject button, and over here, of course, your power button. I intend to keep mine flat and basically just completely swap out the Xbox One S. But yeah, there's really not much else to say beyond that, guys. I'm really just thrilled that I got this finally. I'm looking forward to setting it up and using it because now that I have the 4K TV, I think it's going to go really great with that. I'm looking forward to making sure it's all up to date and having my games all sync up and stuff because I don't know if you guys do this or not, but personally, I keep an 8 terabyte external hard drive connected to my Xbox One S, and I'll plug it into this, and it'll take a minute to configure, as it always seems to. But once it does that, it should just be up and running, and I'm really looking forward to seeing which games like clean up. And I know it's not like universally that every single game gets 4K assets. I'm not naive, but the fact that not only does a bunch of new games come out and have 4K assets capable of running on this, I know that Microsoft went back and updated a bunch of previous Xbox One titles. They also updated a bunch of 360 titles for 4K assets, and even the original Xbox games that are supported on this thing also now contain 4K assets, and it's unbelievably impressive. I have used these things in the past at friends' houses. I used it at Kyle's house. I've used it at Shane Rerez's house. I've played on a lot of 4K Xbox development kits at like Ubisoft events and stuff. Those things are fucking cool, by the way. But now to actually have one is really, really awesome. So yeah, I also kind of want to give a shout out to my buddy Chip, who more or less talked me into this, because a little funny story about this. I almost bought one of these like 9 months ago. I was in Austin, Texas, and basically a similar situation happened where there was a nice big coupon deal on eBay, and I almost pulled the trigger. But then I didn't quite do it. And then as soon as I landed in Austin, Texas, the exact same deal came up, but it was a little bit better this time, and I just pulled the trigger. So it was just something about Austin, Texas that was making me finally pull the trigger on an Xbox One X. But yeah, guys, there it is. Really cool. Very thrilled about that. Well, on the side, it also says, "Hello from Seattle." And then it says Xbox One X. I have never noticed that. On the side there, it says, "Hello from Seattle." I mean, because Microsoft's from there. Xbox One X. That's neat. That's a nice little strange, subtle touch. I like the texture of it too. It's got this like graded matte bottom, and then of course it's got plenty of air filtering there. I also think it'll be nicer looking it'll collect dust a little bit because these black consoles always do, but doesn't have that shiny surface that just is a dust magnet, and I can kind of keep it more clean. I know that there were alternate bundles out there, but I didn't really care about any of the digital game bundles. Like the Shadow of Tomb Raider stuff or any of that, because either I would want the games physically anyway, or I just don't care about the games like the Fallout 76 bundle or the NBA 2K bundle. So just having the stock console and saving some money, I'm all about that. Got a nice logo here on the top. I mean, this is such a nice console, and at the time I make the video, the most capable console on the planet. Maybe not for long. 2019 is around the corner, but yeah, very cool to have that. It's very, very awesome. So yeah, that's really about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know there's a million unboxings out there already, but still, I finally got to do one, so I'm just happy about that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all later.